taking my time with love and making sure that I'm with the right person. I need to get to know you because, you get into relationships and sometimes you think you know the person, but people can be very deceiving.
Yo, that line about the insecurities.
Yeah.
Oh my, yo, that's so real.
Yeah.
And at first I was like, yo, that's so real for women. And then I was like, no, that's just real for everyone, because everyone has those insecurities. And when you get into a new relationship, you become very vulnerable, right? You kind of let your guard down and you're afraid that everything that I tell you and everything that I give you, like, don't hold it against me. Don't run away from me because of those things, because look, all of us have baggage, okay?
Yes.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. You look beautiful.
Thank you. So do you.
You?
How are you doing? Are you
I'm
excited?
good. I'm very excited that my EP is out and I'm already at like 600 streams in just a few hours. So I'm not used to that quick, without any playlist or anything. So I was like, what is going on?
That's huge. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I'm just very excited.
And it dropped today.
Yeah. So hopefully those numbers keep going up.
Oh, they will. Look, even if it's just by my household, okay? I've been pumping it all morning. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Yancy. So thank you for being on the show. I am excited for this conversation. Just so everybody knows, this is Vibe with V, where I bring you my favorite songs by some of my favorite artists. And we talk about those songs and their career and their names and their aesthetic and everything about them. But before we get started, I want you guys to go ahead and like and comment and make sure you subscribe. And go check out Yancy's EP. Yancy, tell us a little about yourself.
Yeah, so my name is YancyAbril. I'm an artist from NYC, born and raised. I grew up in Washington Heights, and I started music at a very young age, around the age of 10 in elementary school. And I got inspired to want to do this music thing and performing from my first talent show in the 5th grade. I sang Ain't No Mountain High Enough, and I killed it.
You have that video somewhere?
I do. It's on YouTube. My mom was like, she made sure that everybody would see that. So.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go find it.
Oh, for sure. Little chubby me sing. But yeah, that's when I realized that I wanted to be a performer and sing in front of people. It's what truly makes me happy and brings me so much life. So yeah, I mostly do singer-songwriter, easy listening, acoustic R&B kind of music, but I'm going to venture off into a different sound, experiment a little bit, do something different.
Do you know what sound you're going for?
I want to do something more alternative R&B with a bit of Spanglish and somehow mix dream pop and hip hop together. I don't know. I'm experimenting.
I love that. I'm excited for it. Please, when you start recording or when you get your first beat, let us hear it, because I get so excited from that stuff, especially when artists start to get out of their comfort zone, because you never know what you're going to find.
Yeah, I'm really nervous.
Yeah. So do you play all of your own, do you play an instrument and that you playing?
Yeah, I usually perform with just me and my guitar. I, of course, have my band and we do shows that way too. But a lot of my shows is just me and my guitar.
Wow, that's crazy. So when did you start playing the guitar?
It was around the age of 10. But then I didn't really take it seriously until I was 12, 13. And now I'm back taking classes at Berklee College of Music with Jeff Lockhart. And I really want to be able to, I really want to be able to shred on guitar. I don't want to just want to play chords. I want to do some really interesting things. So he's teaching me and guiding me through that process. So I'm getting better, but yeah, I'm trying.
Man, I love when artists really study their craft.
Yeah.
It makes it so much better, when you know that somebody has invested all of that time into it and they're not just out there if you just have natural talent, that's cool. But when you put the time in, when you put the hours in, it really does show, and you can feel it in the music.
Yeah, I'm constantly learning. I love learning, and I always say even when I'm 70, I won't know it all. So I'm always learning. I always want to be in rooms where there's people that are better than me so that I can learn from them. Or just not even better, but just more advanced or where I want to be.
Yeah. Yeah. So I love the new EP, but Wait is my song. Okay. It plays because since okay, I play pretty much everybody's music, but every time I press play on my playlist, that's one of the songs that come up first. So when so tell us a little about that song. One, is it a true story?
Oh, answer that now. No,
Yeah.
it was just written with me and my friend. We were just, I don't know, chatting up a storm and just like talking about her relationship and just relationships in general. And I wanted to write something along the lines of, you know, being in a relationship that, you know, which a lot of people happen to do, but they kind of just stay in a relationship and they don't want to let go because they're just comfortable. Nothing's really going wrong. They know it's not supposed to last, but nothing's happening. So why let go, you know?
Yeah.
But also like the person is just like, why would I want to let go when, you know, this person is not a bad person either. So yeah, no, it was just something fun. And it was my first time truly collaborating with somebody, because I'm usually like, I don't want nobody writing my songs. I can do it myself. But again, I want to grow. I want to get better as a songwriter overall. And by doing that, you have to collaborate.
100%. Actually, one of the fastest ways to grow is through collaboration, whether it's production or another artist coming in and helping you write or being on the track. Like, it was one of the things that we kind of like drilled into Manny. Like, you have to collaborate. You have to have other people, you know, participate in it. And I feel that when other artists participate in your music, they become invested, and they then want you to succeed because they want to succeed. So yeah, it really is such a great song. And you have like a Corinne Bailey Rae. I want to ask you, what are your influences? Like, you know, who do you listen to on a daily? What does your playlist look like?
It's so funny. Every time I get asked this question, my mind goes blank. I need to have like a little note on the side every time I have an interview, just like, okay, these are the artists I listen to. But the top person is Amy Winehouse. I mostly listen to her because of her lyrics, and a lot of the songs that she sings are songs that she writes as well, had written. Excuse me. And yeah, Amy Winehouse. I studied jazz in college, so a lot of Billie Holiday, a lot of Sarah, Dinah, et cetera, et cetera. And a lot of Latin artists as well. Juan Gabriel, he was an amazing songwriter, and Selena, who to us, Hispanic Americans, she's like a big deal. Yeah, so I've had a lot of inspiration, and even to like hip hop artists like Nas, or even Eminem. My first vinyl was actually Illmatic by Nas.
Really?
So, yeah. Hopefully one day I'll
have that around here somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I do have it.
Yeah. Hopefully one day I'll meet him and he could sign it for me. So
that would be dope. Yes. We're gonna write that.
Yes.
The universe, and it's going to happen.
It could happen.
Yeah. You know what? It will happen. There we go. So I put the famous Ashford and Simpson, some of the greatest songwriters ever. If you haven't listened to them or any of the work that they've done, I mean, I don't know who they haven't written for in the industry, but their songwriting, Miguel, his songwriting is just amazing. And there's quite a few people that, that are just genius, and that in that field of writing. So, do you come from a musical family?
Not really. I know my uncle, he loves to just dabble with guitar at the family functions. He grabs, the guida and he just starts messing
Mhm.
around. We're all just having a great time. He has a decent voice and pretty good guitar player. But no, I guess I just mostly get it from my mom. She was just very immersed in arts and literature and all that stuff. So it was really because of her that I was truly such an artistic child. She loved theater. She was into dance. She listened to music from all over the world.
Yeah.
We growing up, she was obsessed with like Arabic culture, and so we were just listening to that music. She was obsessed with Evanescence, like, and it's so
Oh
I know
my gosh.
it's so crazy because she's straight up from the Dominican Republic,
Evanescence is
child
just,
from, yeah,
her voice is
yeah.
amazing. I just looked them up the other day. That's crazy. Maybe that means something. I'm gonna DM her.
You should.
I am. My kids, especially my daughter, I used to listen to them back to back to back. When I get stuck on a song, it is in rotation for a very long time. So when did you know you were good? Did someone tell you this?
Well, it's so funny because I don't think of myself that way. I just feel like I'm always like constantly growing. But, I do hear it from my teacher. I've heard it from my teachers and friends and people that come to my shows. And I'm like, well, I must be, decent if people are saying that I'm good. So, but yeah, it all started with my little kids rock teacher. It was like an after school program in elementary school, and her name was Mrs. Edwards. It started with her. She kind of just like, I remember we were in a circle and she was like, oh, why don't we just sing? And then I went to sing a pop song, and she was like, I'll turn around so you don't get nervous. I was like, okay, thank you. And then I started singing. She turned around. She's like, oh my God, child, you're really good. I was like,
wow.
Really good? I was like, okay. So I kind of just went with it.
Dang. Yeah, nobody ever told me I was good at singing. In fact, they've always told me the opposite. Even to this day, my kids are like, please, because I sang constantly. It is the one thing that's consistent in my life is me singing. So what's next for Yancy? I know you said you're going to experiment a little bit, and I'm really excited for you to do that. Obviously, the EP is amazing, and I think when anybody becomes vulnerable enough to put their artwork out and you put it out to the world, like that is strength. You know what I mean? And I commend you for that. I commend every artist for that. Yo, your merch is fire.
Thank you. Thank you. I designed it myself.
Little off track, but I had to tell you, yes, I went on there. I was like, oh, okay. Wait, she has candles? Wait, is this a journal? Wait, are these earrings?
I sent yours, by the way, so it's on the way.
Wow, it's really, really dope. Congratulations on that as well.
Thank you. Yeah, no, it's always very scary, especially with this EP. I'm just kind of emotional with it because a lot of the songs are just super duper personal.
I was just about to ask, could we get into that? Because
of course. Yeah.
I feel like, one, you love clouds, okay?
Yes, I do. I'm a dreamer.
Yeah, because I was like, okay, cumulus clouds. All right. The city lights, when the porch light goes off, I was like, yes, okay. Just know that I'm with you, okay? I was feeling it. Can we just stay on Honeymoon Avenue, please? So, tell us about the EP, where the inspiration came from.
Oh, so many. I guess I'll start from LDR, stands for long distance relationship. And I'm in a long distance relationship with my partner. He's from New Orleans. And I had to write a song about our story a little bit. And I don't hear enough songs like those. So I wrote about that, and it just came so naturally to me. It's one of my favorite ones off of the EP.
Mine too.
Thank you. Yeah. And I wanted some strings. It wasn't like nothing crazy, but the whole EP was just very minimalist. That was the idea of it. So I hope nobody expects, crazy production. It's just a very minimalist thing. And then it's the same thing with Dear You. Well, Dear You and Slow It Down were kind of the same concept. It was just, taking my time with love and making sure that I'm with the right person. I need to get to know you because, you get into relationships and sometimes you think you know the person, but people can be very deceiving.
Yo,
And
that line about the insecurities.
yeah.
Oh my, yo, that's so real.
Yeah.
And, at first I was like, yo, that's so real for women. And then I was like, no, that's just real for everyone because everyone has those insecurities. And when you get into a new relationship, you become very vulnerable, right? You kind of let your guard down and you're afraid that everything that I tell you and everything that I give you, like, don't hold it against me. Don't run away from me because of those things, because look, all of us have baggage. Okay.
Yes. And that was one of my fears in my relationship. And that's why I put it there. And the interlude as well, it was just like, I say, I don't miss you to protect my pride. I just want to protect, myself, and then it kind of changes, kind of goes a different route after that part of the EP. It goes into After the Rain. And that one was a really hard one for me. And I probably won't ever perform that song because it has to do with, if you truly listen to the lyrics, you'll know what it has to do with, but it's around mental health. And it was a bit of a sad song. And it was just difficult for me because people usually see me as a very bubbly person, smiling all the time. But, behind closed doors, I have my own baggage. I have my own things
battles.
Yeah, my own stuff. So, when you listen to it, I kept, my voice was kind of like, it was holding back because I didn't want to, I kept like crying because it was just a lot. But then
I actually wrote that down to ask you too. I was like, yo, is she crying on this song? Is she? Because it gets a little shaky. And I was like, damn, this is one, obviously I don't want you to cry and be sad, but it's dope, the emotion that you can actually hear and feel from the song. Yeah. And mental health definitely is something that I think we all struggle with, whether or not we want to admit it or not,
Yeah. And it's hard for me to admit because, like I said, everybody knows me as, oh, Yancy, she's always smiling, she's always so bubbly. But I was actually going to cut that song. But then something told me just leave it the way it is. Don't even try to redo it. My voice cracking and everything, it was very real. And I know a lot of people feel the same way. So I decided to just leave it.
And I was going to say, like, I'm pretty sure it's going to help a lot of people, just to be honest. And because you were going to cut it and you decided not to, and you left it with that raw emotion, like, there's a reason you did it. And we don't know the reason yet. We don't know, but we know that it is something. So I'm excited to hear what comes after that and for you to tell your story.
Thank you.
Because
I hope it helps somebody or makes them feel comforted in a way. But then the song after that is about my sister. It's Victoria. And I wrote that song years ago. And it was more of a personal thing. I kept it in my voice memos just for her. I would sing it as a lullaby for her to go to sleep. But I was like, you know what? I thought about it. I'm sure she'll outlive me. And when, I'm long gone and she's still here, she'll have something of me to listen to and go back to and be like, oh, this is from my sister. And I'll always remember her that she loved me very much. Or even when, she's in college or something and she can't call me,
How old is she?
She's 5.
Oh, wow. She's a little baby. Man, that's such a fun age. We have 3 kids. Okay. One in college. She's actually, she went to Parsons for a semester. And now she just transferred over to FIT. So she'll be in FIT in the fall. She is a true New Yorker. She loves New York. When we dropped her off, it was like, oh, okay, you belong here. Yes. And then we have 2 little boys. They're both 7 right now. They're 9 months apart. One will be 8 soon, but that age is so much fun.
Yeah.
It's so much fun.
She's growing into her personality. She gets annoying sometimes, but I love her. I love her.
Of course, they wouldn't be siblings if they weren't annoying. I'm the youngest, so I am the annoying one.
Yeah. I grew up as an only child too. It was just me and my mom. So it was a big change for me. I was like,
really?
dang, I'm not the favorite anymore.
You'll always be somewhat of the favorite.
Yeah, I was the first.
Yeah.
Take that away from me.
That's what our daughter says. She's like, I was the first, so I'm always gonna be the favorite.
Yeah.
Man. So so you have the merch, you have the EP. My favorite song is Wait, until I listened to this EP a million times, and LDR. I love that song. So yeah, Yancy, if you could tell, so Miss Edwards was your 5th grade teacher, you said?
Yeah, she was my art teacher and my after school teacher.
If you could change anything from that day forward, would you have changed anything about your path to get to where you are now?
My path?
Like, would you have changed anything? Sorry. Would you have changed anything from the past? Like from when your teacher told you like, yo, like you're really good. Is there anything that you would have done different?
I think the first thing that comes to my brain is just to practice more. I guess because at that time, it was still not, like, of course, after the first talent show I did, I knew that's what I wanted to do. But, when my teacher was like, oh, you need to sing in this, I didn't really take it that seriously. It was just more for fun. So I think I would have just practiced more. But you know what? No, not really. It happened the way it needed to. And, I'm going where I need to go, and I'm leaving it up to God. I've decided, God, do what you need to do with this. I can't control it. I've been controlling it for too long. You take it.
That's real. I love that. Yeah. I saw a post the other day that said, God, take the bills. I got the wheel. I was like, that's real. I can do it. You go ahead and take the bills. But yeah. So, man, thank you so much. I won't keep you too much longer. I really appreciate you being on the show. I am truly a fan. I don't say that lightly. I don't take it lightly. And I'm not just saying it to blow smoke up your ass. Like, I really do. I'm excited to be on this journey with you and all of the other artists, because I feel like I'm just as much a part of the journey as you guys are. And I think fans want to feel that way. So I'm hoping your fans learn something about you that they didn't know before. And I hope they just really, really travel along this journey with you, because it's an exciting one. I can't wait till you explore new things. And again, lean on the community. 24/7 artists, lean on the community. There's dope ass producers in there. Murph, who's one of the guys in the community. He was with us with our old studio when we were in DC. And he is just an amazing producer. And that R&B kind of alternative style, he'll get you right. So yeah, just start hitting people up, man. If you don't have people already, write with different people. You never know what'll happen.
Yeah, thank you so much. And thank you to the 24/7 artists for the constant support. I feel like I always have a place that I can easily hey, what's up? Or share stuff, and I'll receive some amazing feedback. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for being a part, because without you guys, there is no 24/7 artists, and that's real.
Thank you so much.
Man, thank you. Enjoy your weekend. And congratulations on the release. You guys make sure you go check it out. We'll post a link somewhere around here. I don't know where yet. And make sure you go check out the music and purchase a piece of merch, because this is how we can support the artist. Or just make sure you post it. Sometimes it's not about the money. It's just about spreading the word. So anyway, thank you, Yancy, so much, and peace.
Bye.
Bye.